Hello. I'm at the Smiths. I was not planning on doing a video that will probably have to end up being put on YouTube because it will probably be slightly too long for sending in a text message. But anyways, I wasn't planning on doing a video a few minutes ago, but the Lord, I was, just praying for you, and God put, I just ended up being led from reading something else, something online. It kind of led me to Psalm 37. It was like an online book thing it's actually by A.B. Simpson, the founder of the Alliance. He wrote a book way back in the 1800s called The Gospel of Healing. And I agree with most of it. There are some parts where I'm like, ooh, that's pretty radical. He was a radical guy, especially for his age, for that age that he lived in. Very charismatic for that time. Anyways, I started reading that book again, The Gospel of Healing, and it led me to Psalm 37, and I don't even know why. I don't know what he was, I don't know. I just read that he mentioned Psalm 37, and so I was like, I want to read Psalm 37. And actually one of my all-time favorite verses, well, I think I told you that my favorite passage in the Bible is Ezekiel 34, but one of my favorite verses for like the longest time has been in Psalm 37, the verse that says, delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. I don't know, I just always loved that verse from the first time I read it. I like that idea of delighting in the Lord, Also, I like the idea of getting the desires of my heart, but we know the whole premise is like, if we delight in the Lord, then our desires will hopefully be the same as his. But I also think he, crafts our desires, and he, I don't know. I think I don't know. Now I'm like going off on a tangent that I wasn't going to go on, but now I'm just like verbally processing. I think both our desires get molded into like to be like his desires because our hearts are close to him when we're delighting in the Lord. But I also think that sometimes God just delights, in our desires too. Like, I'm like parents when maybe they're not interested in something that normally, but because their kids are interested in it, they start to take interest, I feel like God's like that too. But I don't know. Anyways, that was not what I came here to say. I came here to read to you Psalm 37. The Bible that I brought with me to America is very small. It's ESV. I like ESV, but since I grew up reading NIV, I prefer reading out of that green Bible that you usually, like teal Bible that you usually see me reading from is NIV. And I prefer NIV a little bit more, just because I think it's not as fancy, and I'm from Sussex County, so I'm not very fancy, but I like just plain and simple words. But anyways, and also the print is so tiny, it's hard for me to read, but I'm going to try and read this to you. Okay, I'm going to do this. I wanted to say something else, but maybe I'll say it at the end. Okay. Anyways, Psalm 37. Oh, another thing I was going to say was that the reason I'm reading Psalm 37 is because I started reading it after he mentioned it in that book. And I didn't even get halfway through the chapter, the Psalm. And I just started crying, and I was just like, I really just want to read this to Maria. So, because I think I don't know, it just felt meaningful to me tonight. So, all right, Psalm 37. Fret not yourself because of evildoers. Be not envious of wrongdoers, for they will soon fade away like the grass, and wither like the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and befriend faithfulness. I love that. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will act. He will bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your justice as the noonday. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself over the one who prospers in his way, over the man who carries out evil devices. Now I can't read because I'm crying. Refrain from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not yourself, it only tends to evil. For the evildoer shall be cut off, but the one who waits for the Lord shall inherit the land. In just a little while, the wicked will be no more. Though you look carefully at his place, he will not be there. But the meek shall inherit the land and delight themselves in abundant peace. The wicked plots against the righteous and gnashes his teeth at him. But the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he sees that his day is coming. Come on, Jesus. The wicked draw the sword and bend their bows to bring down the poor and needy, to slay those whose way is upright. Their sword shall enter their own heart, and their bows will be broken. Come on. Better is the little that the righteous has than the abundance of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The Lord knows the days of the blameless, and their heritage will remain forever. They are not put to shame in evil times. In the days of famine, they have abundance. But the wicked will perish. The enemies of the Lord are like the glory of the pastures. They vanish. Like smoke, they will vanish away. The wicked borrows, but does not pay back. But the righteous is generous and gives. For those blessed by the Lord shall inherit the land, but those cursed by him shall be cut off. The steps of a man are established by the Lord when he delights in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be cast headlong. The Lord upholds his hand. I have been young, and now I am old. Yet I have not seen the I have been young, and now I am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, or his children begging for bread. Thank you, Jesus. He is ever
lending generously, and his children become a blessing. Turn away from evil and do good. So shall you dwell forever. For the Lord loves justice. He will not forsake his saints. They are preserved forever, but the children of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell upon it forever. The mouth of the righteous utters wisdom, and his tongue speaks justice. The law of his God is in his heart. His steps do not slip. The wicked watches for the righteous and seeks to put him to death, but the Lord will not abandon him to his power, nor let him be condemned when he is brought to trial. Wait for the Lord and keep his way. He will exalt you, and he will exalt you to inherit the land. You will look on when the wicked are cut off. I have seen a wicked, ruthless man spreading himself like a green laurel tree, but he passed away, and behold, he was no more. Though I sought him, he could not be found. Mark the blameless, and behold the upright, for there is, sorry, I cannot read, this is so small. For there is a future for the man of peace, but transgressors shall be altogether destroyed. The future of the wicked shall be cut off. The salvation of the righteous is for the Lord. He is their stronghold in times of trouble. The Lord helps and delivers them. He delivers them from the wicked and saves them, because they take refuge in him. Sorry, that took longer than I was expecting to read Psalm 37. I'm a slow reader, and I hope you could understand and hear me. And then, sorry. Just the last thing I wanted to say. Ooh, my bags. The last thing I wanted to say is, yeah, I'm just so thankful again that I got to see you. It's seriously, I can't stop thinking about just the gift of you and your existence, and that I get to know you and be your friend, and that I got to come see you. I hope you know, I hope you know that I was joking when I said, yeah, I'm really great for coming all the way from Japan, and I should get a medal. Like, hopefully you knew that was a joke. But because I really feel like I got the better end of the deal. And, yeah. I'm confident I'm getting the better end of the deal, because I feel like I don't know, it's hard to put into words. I really feel like it's a holy thing a holy gift that God has given to both of us. I feel like this friendship, yeah, I don't know why. God I feel like he chose me to be your friend and to pray for you. And I feel vice versa, that God chose you to be my friend, and the fact that you even pray for me in your pain and your suffering is a gift. And And the fact that you text me, and I could go on and on and on, but I will say one thing I also said to your mom today when I had lunch with her. Delicious Chick-fil-A. That I don't think I've said to you before, but I feel like you've also helped me. Yeah, because sometimes I think, and I don't think this has much to do with me being single, because I don't feel lonely in my singleness. I really don't. But I think every missionary living in a foreign country is lonely often. It's kind of a lonely, can be a very lonely, yeah, not always, but it can be. Anyways, I feel like you've helped, your texts and your messages and your encouragement and your, even when your texts are sad because you're in pain, I feel so privileged and honored that I get to be the one to pray for you, and that you think to text me, and that you trust me to pray for you, because as you know, I do. And I always will. So I just wanted to say that, and I love you, and I'm grateful for the gift that you are, and that's all. And I love you. I already said that, but I hope you have a good night or day or whenever you watch this. Okay, bye.